Hey guys, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. Y'all, we got to go ahead and talk about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Jennie Nguyen got on my last damn nerves, honey. Okay, my last damn nerve. And I cannot believe she went on national television, on Bravo's television network, and said that black people can be racist, honey. And she was proud to say that too. I was like, girl, I'm gonna need you to bring it on down. In the words of Candy Burris Tucker. What's going on, you guys? We have a lot of y'all in the chat. Shout out to y'all. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Y'all, my Monday is it's coming along. I got up a little late. You know what I'm saying? I started work a little late, but we're here. Better late than never. I just can't wait to get this haircut because I don't really feel cute right now. Y'all know what I'm saying? But happy Monday, everybody. Oh, and before we talk about the very anti-black Jennie Nguyen, can we please get into this clip? Can we get into it? Okay, y'all know I got my green tea to help my voice. But y'all, I have never seen this, and shame on everybody in this chat right now for never, ever letting me know that there was a clip out there of Mama Joyce dragging the hell out of Kenya Moore hair care. Why y'all ain't telling me about this? I'm confused. Hold on. Let's see. Why y'all ain't tell me about this?
Portia is what Kenya wished she was 10 years ago.
Mama. They both are beautiful women.
They both are beautiful, but when you see them really face to face,
Right.
Portia is a brick house.
What kind of house is Kenya?
Kenya is a house.
Mama.
Hey,
Mama.
Mama don't lie. And Portia is what Kenya.
Child, have y'all ever seen that clip? Oh my God. Oh my God. Am I the only one? Am I the only one who's never seen that? Mama Joyce sat up there on the what is it called? V103 radio station. I forget what this man's name is. Y'all remind me of his name. I've grown up with him on the damn radio. His name just escapes me. But sat up there on V103 with Wanda Sykes and them talking. Wanda Sykes. What is that woman's name? I'm forgetting both of their names. One's name is Wanda something, because I know she used to be on the radio with Frank Ski. Wanda and this other gentleman. Anyways, talking about some, Kenya is what Portia wanted to be 10 years ago. Okay, Portia is a brick house and Kenya is just a house. Ooh. Why y'all ain't never showed me that before? Okay, shout out to the bro chat for that cute little edit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, shout out to Candy Burris Tucker and the gang. Candy and the Gang premieres on Bravo on my birthday, Sunday, March 6th. Should I review it? Do y'all want me to go live on my birthday? Do y'all want me to take off of my birthday festivities to review Candy and the Gang? What y'all think? I could not believe Mama Joyce was like, oh, Portia is a brick house and Kenya's just a house.
Mama. They both are beautiful women.
They both are beautiful, but when you see them really face to face,
Right.
Portia is a brick house.
What kind of house is Kenya?
Kenya is a house.
Mama.
Child, Kenya is a townhome, like Kim Zolciak's house. Oh, look at my picture. Oh. They said I look like Smart Guy. Taj Mowry and Smart Guy, y'all. I like my little picture. The only thing about this picture that I don't like is I feel like the collar, y'all see the collar right there? It's a little too big for me. Like, it don't fit my neck. But other than that, that is the most adorable picture. Anyways, somebody said, Ebony said, I need to be having fun on my birthday. I agree. Okay, y'all, I'm going to have so much fun. But the birthday festivities take place days before my actual birthday. So I may want to, just chill out, watch Bravo. Maybe I'll go live. Maybe I'll do a pre-recorded video. Maybe we'll talk about Candy and the Gang. You know what I'm saying? Gang, gang, gang. But y'all, I was just too through at Mama Joyce. And this is why I will always respect Mama Joyce in her streets, because I felt like she's always given Portia the respect that she so rightfully deserves. And a lot of y'all don't deserve, respect a woman, right? A lot of y'all don't respect, but Mama Joyce has always respected sis. Okay, Sierra Content in the chat says, Aaron, you looking fine today. Thank you so much. Okay, you are always in the chat gassing me up. Please stop. I appreciate that. Somebody said, yes, have fun. I need to have fun on my birthday. I'm going to try, okay? And y'all need to follow me on Instagram. My Instagram name is House of Aaron, Haus of Aaron, right? The same as my YouTube name, because you'll see all of my birthday festivities on my stories. Like I'm gonna capture the whole weekend. So if you want to check it out, if you're interested in my little life, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at House of Aaron. And then, of course, if you want some more tea, because honey, I'll be dragging the girls. I really be out here dragging the girls. Go follow me on Twitter at The House of Aaron. Okay, TheHehaus. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk Miss Jennie Nguyen, the very anti-Black Jennie Nguyen from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Every time I think of her, I always think of Potomac. Like, I always slip up and say Potomac. I don't know why. And for some reason, Ecam will not let me put this picture up here. I don't know why. We need a picture of Jennie so y'all know who I'm talking about. Let's see if I can find a picture. This is what happens when you go live. Things don't go right, y'all. Bear with me, child. Let me Google anti-Black Jennie Nguyen, because that's what she is. I'm going to be careful about, slinging around the word racist, right? There's a reason why I haven't been on my platform just willy-nilly out here saying, oh, Jennie is a racist, she's a racist, even though I probably have said that the woman is a racist a couple of times. But I tried to make it a point to say she is anti-Black because there is a little bit of a difference, and we'll go ahead and talk about that in a second. But let me pull up a picture of this anti-Black woman who mocked Black people who were victims of police brutality. All right? Like, pretty disgusting if you ask me. Let me pull this up, child. Oh my God, y'all know what I want for my birthday? I'm so off topic. I'm so sorry, y'all. Y'all know what I want for my birthday? No, Mama Joyce. No. Oh my God, if someone wants to just like be an angel, I want the Magic trackpad. It's only $130. I may get it for myself, but just in case anybody wants to be a blessing, honey, I want the Magic trackpad from Apple. That way, when I'm out here doing the lives and stuff like that, and I'm clicking, like right now, I'm using this. This is like a regular schmegular mouse, and it takes me forever. I'm used to like doing a trackpad, I'm a trackpad master. So I would love for the Magic trackpad to be in front of me so I can do it from my desk instead of reaching up over here and using it, because I feel like that doesn't look as good. But I say that to say, if you want to be a blessing, go ahead and give me that Magic trackpad. You know what I'm saying? All right. So anyways, child, I'm all off topic, and y'all probably like, can you get to it? I'm sorry, you guys. I just came back from the weekend. It's Monday. Okay. Ecam will not let me put up this picture. I don't know why. Okay, anyways, y'all know what Jennie looked like, right? Y'all know what anti-Black Jennie looked like. And she was all over that reunion set, reunion part 1, just disappointing me once more. And honestly, I was not shocked. I was not surprised at her reactions, her answers. I thought that they were very just disgusting, horrific. How Meredith Mark say, revolting. Yeah, everything that Jennie Nguyen says is very revolting. And it's like, girl, everything you utter, I just can't get behind. Even when it makes a little bit of sense, it don't make no sense to me, right? So let me know in the comments down below if y'all watched the first part of the Salt Lake City reunion. I actually thought it was going to be boring, but it was kind of good. It was lit kind of good. So they did, I was surprised there. It was a lot more interesting than I would have imagined. But at the same time, like I said, Jennie Nguyen was just, she was barking up the wrong tree and dancing on my last nerve. So the first thing I noticed when I was watching the reunion is that when everybody was sitting down, the only thing that any of those women cared about was, where's Mary? Where's Mary? Where's Mary M. Cosby? They love to say her first, middle initial, and last name. Like, can you stop, issuing out my government name every time you utter it, please? Where's Mary M. Cosby? Where's Mary? I was hoping that she would come. Whitney got word that Mary was very upset that she used the word predator to describe Mary and her, dealings with the church and whatnot. And, Whitney was like, well, I wish Mary would have showed up. I felt like I never really got the opportunity to have a conversation with sis. You never had the opportunity to have a conversation because what Whitney does is she'll accuse you first. She'll go around the group and talk mess about you to everybody. Accuse you of the most revolting things. Shout out to Meredith Marks. And then want to circle back around to you and be like, oh, let's talk. I mean, she did it with she did it with Mary Cosby and her church. She has done it with what's her name? Meredith Marks and her father and her memorial. And I really cannot wait until they get into that because I kind of felt like that was the most disgusting thing that I saw all season was them trying to make it seem like this girl was making up a memorial. But yeah, Whitney did it with the father and the memorial where she accused her behind her back and everybody talked about it behind her back for days. And then you want to circle back around and be like, so Meredith, is this true? Why didn't you just come to me from the get-go and ask me if this was true instead of gossiping about it, making a big deal about it, creating this narrative, and then circling back around to me? Kind of like the same thing when they were all coming up with these theories and these conspiracies that Meredith Marks and Mary Cosby had something to do with Jen Shah and the feds finding her at the damn beauty lab, Heather's place of business, right? You created these conspiracy theories and you've talked about them for weeks, and now you want to finally talk to Meredith. Whitney is fake as they come, honey. Whitney, you are fake. You and Heather Badweather, y'all are both fakes. Okay? And at this point, the tornado has calmed down. The hurricane is no more. You fled off, honey. Okay? You dissipated into just some spring showers. We don't care. Okay? I cannot stand Whitney Heather Badweather. And then the other thing that I don't like about Whitney Heather Badweather is the fact that they go so hard at Lisa, which is so deserving because I don't like Lisa's lying ass anyways. Okay, Lisa Taco Bell Barlow, your children and your husband need nutrients, little girl. But they just go so hard on Lisa, which I love. Okay, Lisa deserves all the smoke, but then they'll be like, oh, but we love you, and we would just love it if you could just be yourself. Just stop being fake, and we like you. Like, Heather, you don't like Lisa. Stop lying, okay? Stop lying. Stop lying. Heather is a liar, too. You don't love Lisa. You don't like Lisa. You cannot stand this woman. And it's okay to be like, you know what, Lisa? I don't like your ass. You're a liar, and you eat Taco Bell for dinner. You eat Kit Kats for breakfast, and you don't give your husband nutrients. Just tell the truth. Mary was the only one to tell the truth. She was like, y'all are not my real friends. I'm here because I'm contracted. I'm here because Bravo was interested enough in my life, and so I'm pretending I'm here, but I don't really care for none of y'all. There was another lie that Heather... Whitney and Heather were also at the reunion talking about some, Mary had great insight and I respect her for that. She has great insight and great wisdom, and she really called out a lot of stuff in the confessionals, and we didn't really realize it until after we watched the show back. Did she have great insight and great wisdom when she said that you look like an inbred? I mean, was she wise in that moment? Like that, what I think that is Heather. Whitney had the bad weather were on social media, and they realized that Mary Cosby is a fan favorite, which I think she is. Most people, most black people at least, we love Mary Cosby. Is Mary Cosby prejudiced? Yes. Is she problematic? Yes. Is her whole life story weird as fuck? Yes. But we like Mary because she gives us iconic TV moments. And they love to say, oh, the hot mic moment was iconic. And Lisa doing this was iconic. And no, ain't nobody on this show iconic. Not even Jen Shaw, sweetie. Not even Jen Shaw. I'm sorry. But y'all give Jen Shaw and Lisa Barlow way too much. The most, the closest to iconic that this show has gotten is casting Mary M. Cosby. All right? So anyways. But yeah, Whitney had the bad weather, realized that, everybody on social media and Twitter likes Mary M. Cosby. So they said, okay, well, let's just throw Mary a bone. She was very insightful and wise throughout the season. Okay, just lying. Just lying. Liars. Okay, so anyways. So here's my question to y'all. Heather accused Lisa of calling her a Lego figurine, which I think is so fucked up. What is it with the women calling her a Lego figurine? She looks like an inbred, meaning she looks like the product of an incestuous relationship, if I'm saying that right. Y'all let me know if I'm interpreting that shade correctly. What else? They called, an ogre. They called her Olga the Ogre, honey. They done poured an ogre on Heather, calling her Shrek and whatnot. She live in a swamp with Kenya Moore and them. Why are these women so mean to Heather? I think out of all of them, Heather might be, I don't want to say the least problematic, but she kind of gets along with most of the cast. And for some reason, they just drag her. Like, I think Mary called her a Teletubby. And I'm like, y'all cannot say this. You cannot say that that woman looks like a Lego figurine. You cannot say that the woman looked like Shrek. You cannot say that sis looked like a Teletubby. You can't say that. So anyways, moving on. Then we got back to Mary. Okay, y'all. Then we got back to Mary, right? Oh, there was a super chat from Scotty that I forgot to shout out. Thank you so much, Scotty. If I can find it, I'm going to look it up. Shout out to all of you guys in the chat. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Click that bell button notification on. I just had some correspondence with YouTube, and they basically said the reason why y'all not getting the notifications is because y'all ain't signed up for the notifications. So is y'all trying to tell me that YouTube is lying to me? Thank you so much, Scotty by Nature. I really do appreciate it. Y'all, me and Scotty hung out for a little bit. He came to Atlanta. It was so much fun. I love him. Even though y'all don't think we like each other, but we do. What was I talking about? I get so distracted. Y'all, what was I going to say? Okay, no. Child, I done lost my train of thought, honey. Oh, wow, she does look like a Lego. Y'all are shady as hell. Y'all is not allowed to call her Shrek or an ogre or a Lego figurine. Like, you can't do that. You cannot do that. Okay, so we're going to talk about Mary because they definitely got into her ass when it came to her racial remarks. But first, before we do that, let's go ahead and pay some bills. Celesisnest.net. You guys, it is the last day of Black History Month, and we must support a Black business. right? And of course, my favorite black business is celestesnest.net. You guys, they have some of my favorite products, including this lemongrass lavender scented body butter. Y'all, I'm gonna keep showing y'all because every day I show y'all, it gets less and less and less because I use it more and more and more. And yeah, sometimes I be dabbling it in my little hair and stuff like that. Sometimes on my face, a lot of people compliment me on my skin. Oh, you look like you're glowing. Ooh, child. I need a little thank you thing. But yeah, they be like, oh, you look like you're glowing. I'm like, thank y'all, celestesnest.net. Okay, this is my favorite product on the website. It is the body butter, right? Y'all, I'm gonna have to take a break. I need a tissue for my nose. I took a whole walk outside and it's 60 degrees, and I think that's contributing to my little flare up. Y'all saw me talking about that girl look like a Lego. What y'all look like? Y'all are that girl is probably so insecure. She's probably dealt with body image issues and all of that stuff for a while now. So the fact that y'all doing that to sis is so mean. That is so mean. Anyways, okay, so another product that they have, which I'm really happy about, is the lemongrass lavender scented body wash. I had a guest come over yesterday, and hunty, I said, yeah, go ahead and use this. Okay, they just took a shower. They was like, I need a shower, honey. I was like, okay, you got it, sis. But try this out. They tried it out and they loved it. And then, of course, like I said, you top it off with the body butter. They have the foaming soap. And then, of course, y'all know they have the regular bar soaps. This is what the packaging looks like for the bar soap. Do it on this side. So yeah, y'all go ahead, check that out. Support a black business. The links are down below. celestesnest.net, not .com. Use my code HOA for some money off. Y'all, let me go get a tissue and I'll be right back. All right, I got my tissue here. I need to turn the fan off, honey. But yeah, if you're in the chat, please like the video. Please like the live. Okay, somebody said, what does a Lego body look like? Well, let's see, child. Let's see. Y'all know they said that Portia is a brick house and Kenya is just a house. I wonder what type of house Heather Bad Weather is. You get what I'm saying? Let's see. What is a Lego body, honey? I guess this is what a Lego body look like, child. I don't really know, honey. Square, boxy. You know what I mean? Wide body. How Candace say? Didn't she call somebody wide body? Wide, square, and boxy. That's what a Lego body look like. Oh, look, it's a black Lego. That's interesting. We support diversity. And that's an interesting Lego body right there. For those of you wondering what an ogre looks like, they saying sis look like Shrek. Y'all gotta stop doing that girl like that. Stop doing that girl like that. Anyways, okay, so let's get back to the commentary, child. Heather! Whitney, Heather, bad weather. Okay, no. So, what y'all talking about? I feel like I am so slow with the commentary today. Okay, so anyways, back to Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, y'all. Stop distracting me. So basically, they got into Mary and all of her racially insensitive comments. They brought up the fact that she said that Jen Shaw reminds her of one of those Mexicans, the Mexican thugs that make drugs and whatnot, which was extremely insensitive. I was appalled by that. Notice how Lisa ain't say nothing in the heat of the moment when that happened, but they want to get on Meredith Marks for not holding Mary accountable. But they never talked about that, right? Apparently she did say that Jenny had yellow tones, but she said it in a way that was very complimentary. Like, she said something like, oh my God, yeah, like she has those yellow tones and those beautiful slanted eyes. You look so good. You look great, sister. Okay, little girl, you look good, honey. She did mock her Asian accent, which I thought was terrible. I think out of all of the things that Mary did, that was probably, it's not funny. That was probably the most problematic thing, mocking that girl accent. I'm laughing because it makes me uncomfortable. Okay, I'm like Meredith Marks in the moment right now. I'm laughing because it makes me uncomfortable. If I would have been sitting across from Mary at that moment, I don't know what I would have did. I don't know. I probably would have started grinning because it was uncomfortable. Anyways, so yeah, they talked about that. Then they talked about how Heather called Jenny a little anime character, and I guess Jenny was upset about that. Jenny was and to Jenny's defense, I think complimenting someone, an Asian, on their yellow tones and their slanted eyes, I believe is very disrespectful. And you would only know that if you have a little bit of knowledge and history on, how Asians feel about certain things, right? What offends certain groups of people. If you don't have that knowledge, then I guess you say stuff like that, but I would never in life mention someone's slanted eyes. I find that to be, how Meredith Marks say, revolting. Okay, I love Miriam Cosby, but sis, that was disrespectful as hell. Whether it was a compliment or not, you just don't do that. It's just like a white person saying the N-word. You just don't do that, okay? You just don't do that, honey. It's just like saying, oh, you're cute for a black girl, or you're cute for a dark-skinned girl. Like, honey, you think that that's a compliment, but us in our community, we know that that is a very offensive comment to a lot of us. There's just certain things that you just don't say. Whether you think it's a compliment or not, whether you don't understand it. I know a lot of people who are not a part of different communities don't understand what's offensive to different types of peoples and minorities. But the thing about it is, you don't have to understand it. You don't have to get it. But when someone educates you about it, you should be sensitive to those topics. You should apologize. And that should be that. Okay? If a black person gets offended and says, oh my God, that's racist to me, who was a white person to say, that's not racist? Okay, first off, me as a black person, you don't tell me what's racist or not. Okay, I don't need you to school me. I don't need you to educate me. I live in my blackness and I live in my black skin. Okay. So we can't tell the Asian community how to be offended. We can't tell the Jewish community how to be offended, et cetera, et cetera. We can't tell women how to be offended. I used to have a really bad potty mouth, and I used to just go off at the mouth with using the B word. And what I've learned to understand is that I cannot be referring to people as bitch this, bitch that, especially women. It's highly disrespectful. At first, I was very defensive about it. And then I had to because in my head, I'm thinking, well, I use bitches like, to me, it's, what's the word? It's a term of endearment. In my head, it's a term of endearment. I call men bitches, I call women bitches, whatever, whatever. But when a woman sits you down and say, hey, this isn't okay, whether I agree with that or not, I must listen and respect the fact that you feel like that. So I'm not going to call a woman a B word. I'm not going to call a woman fish. I've learned that women don't like that. In my head, I view it differently. I don't find it to be an offensive term, but a lot of women do. So me being, I guess, the person that's doing the offending, I have to listen. And that's something that I feel like Mary Cosby should have done more of. And we're going to get to Jennie anti-black ass in just a second, okay? But I'm trying to be objective with this. You cannot dictate what is offensive to a group of people, all right? That's all I'm saying. So anyways, damn, my paper flew in here. And apparently, this is what got me, y'all. What y'all think about that? Let me read some of the comments. Let's see. I am speaking 66 says right. Somebody said used to. Yes, I still do use the word bitch. Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm still like a bitch this, bitch that, but I don't use it to directly describe a person. Okay? If I see pigs flying, I'll be like, bitch, what the hell is going on? But I'm not going to be like, oh, Kenya Moore is a bitch. I'm not going to directly refer to a woman as a B word, or I will try not to. But I'll say, bitch, please, or something like that. Y'all get what I'm saying. Apparently she doesn't know what racism means because we cannot be racist. Ooh, not the ugly idiot part. Y'all got to be nice in these comments. Sierra Content says, I think Mary is just a little ignorant. I know she did not mean to be offensive with the slanted eye comment. I agree. I don't think she meant it in an offensive matter, but someone was offended. Regardless of your intent, you offended somebody. Your intentions could have been great, but your intent doesn't matter. It's perception that matters. Does that make sense? Okay, anyways, so Mary apologized though. She did apologize, which was great for her. But I think for Mary, it was like she was a repeat offender. It was kind of like, okay, you set the slanty eyes, then you set the yellow tones, then you said the thing, you mocked her accent, and you did. It was like you kept doing it. You said the Mexican thug thing. Like I just kind of felt like she kept slipping up and kept. It would be one thing if you just made a mistake, you apologize, and it was over. But I felt like she kept doing a lot of racially insensitive things. For example, Kenya Moore hair care. She wore the Native American costume, and then after that, she apologized, and we ain't ever seen her do it again. Even though it's only been one Halloween since then and now, I think. But y'all get my point. Like, she kind of she kept on with it. And if you keep on doing it, it becomes a bigger issue than what it really has to be. Moving on to, and this is this I think was the most upsetting thing of it all. It wasn't even the fact that Jennie Nguyen said that black people can be racist. That was triggering. But what really caught me off guard is the fact that she started talking about Asian hate, right? And Asian hate is real. There has been an uptick in hate crimes against Asians. That is a fact ever since the pandemic started. There are stats. You can look this up. That's the truth. It's not a matter of feelings. It's a matter of facts. And, I understand, or I try to understand that being a minority is hard and you will face all types of issues, especially being in this particular country, right? But what really caught me off guard is that Jennie expressed that, people will come up to her and say, you're the reason for the virus, which is so wrong. And she says that this has been happening her whole life. People have discriminated against her and talked about her and mocked her and, you know what I'm saying, have ridiculed her for her accent and being Asian and things like that, which is totally wrong and unfortunate. I definitely feel for her in that aspect. But it's crazy because she said that she is sometimes afraid for her life, which I found to be really interesting how you're on the reunion stage expressing that you are afraid for your life. However, you were on your Facebook all of 2020 mocking dead black people who are dead at the hands of the police and had no sort of sensitivity, had no sort of empathy, sympathy, nothing, had no sort of knowledge, education, understanding. I'm so afraid for my life. How do you think our little black boys and girls feel when they leave a damn house? How do you think I feel when I get pulled over for running a red light or doing whatever I did or did not do? How do you think we feel when we just out and about living our best life in the world and we go through these things? George Floyd, Breonna Taylor. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. You don't think black people are afraid of their life? You don't think black people are afraid of their life when they come across the police? Like, there's some cognitive dissonance there. How you can be so afraid of your life due to, the Asian hate, which is very real. But you don't understand why black people are so upset and are protesting, and why we're so afraid for our life and et cetera, et cetera. That really showed me who Jennie Nguyen is. It really did. And she's anti-black. The woman is very anti-black. Now, moving right along. They talked about why Meredith didn't stick up for Jennie when Mary kept attacking the woman. There's a simple answer for that. And the answer is Jennie perpetually and consistently went to Jen Shah to relay certain messages and would not relay the messages a certain way, along with the fact that Jennie has not really been loyal to Meredith Marks by going around and questioning, why did she hire a private investigator? Who does that? Oh my God, what's wrong with you? Like, sis, I'm gonna need you to bring it on down in the words of Candy Bears Tucker, sis. Meredith did not stand up for your ass because you never stood up for her. I feel like the art of loyalty has been lost. Okay? They always question, what is this blind loyalty? It's kind of like the conversation between Jennie and Lisa. Lisa is loyal to Jennie, and Jennie is loyal to Lisa. It's called loyalty. Get to know it. Get you some loyal friends. Anyways. What y'all talking about? Ebony Blake says, agreed. Shalonda says, do you be like, bitch, I got some tea, or bitch, there's a difference? Or bitch, right. There is a difference between those bitches. Let's see. Oh, Marilyn is in the chat talking about some black people are racist. Okay, well, we gonna get to it, child. We gonna get to it, honey. Black people do not like to hear the truth. Oh, not you coming for black people in the chat. Are you black, Marilyn? I have a question for you. Are you black? Do you want to call in real quick and air out your grievances? I Am Speaking says, in all seriousness, we all, specifically public figures, need to be more careful with our tongue and aware of the settings in which one chooses to speak such language. Kevin says, as it relates to the topic, black people can be racist. No. Prejudice, yes. Racism is systematic or systemic by those who dominate the dollar. Black people do not dominate the dollar. Make it make sense. I do agree with you, Kevin, and we're going to get there. Boss Keon, the executive producer, says she was laying it on thick to make Mary feel bad, but act how you act. Screw her. Ooh, you're a punk, in the words of Lamar Odom. Jennie is trash, period. I do think Jennie is trash. Yes, I do. Okay, y'all. So, moving on. Jennie was also offended that she received used shoes, which the shoes weren't used. What's her name? Mary M. Cosby just did not want the shoes, so I thought that was dumb as hell. But what's really funny is that Dewey, her husband, who wants nothing to do with Jennie and wants a sister wife because he wants another baby, I guess was shopping and got some used golf balls for Meredith and her husband, Seth. Make it make sense, Jennie. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, baby. Jennie lies and says that she wasn't trying to hit Mary with that glass in the season finale. Remember at the Vita Tequila party, which none of us have ever heard of Vita Tequila. You know, what's her name? Anti-Black Jennie Nguyen was very drunk, and she decided to throw a glass at Mary because Mary wanted nothing to do with sis. I wouldn't want nothing to do with sis either. And threw a glass at the girl and missed. It did not connect. Okay? But to me, that's attempted assault. Okay? And somebody needs to write up a police report. I mean, I'm just saying. So that was a lie. Heather says, I'm just skipping along. Heather says Mary might be racist. And then Andy revealed that when he was on the phone with Mary, Mary exclaimed that Black people cannot be racist. Jennie piggybacked and said that Black people are very much so capable of being racist. Now, to set the record straight, in my opinion, you have different levels of racism, okay? The textbook definition of racism, let's look it up. Because there's levels to it, okay? Racism. Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group. An ethnic group. Some people believe Jews are an ethnic group, which I would agree with that statement. So the fact that Whoopi said that wasn't about race, this definition says otherwise. But moving on, that's not what this is about. Typically one that is a minority or marginalized, all right? So that's what racism is. So if you just go by the standard textbook definition of racist, it does make it seem like everyone could be capable of racism. But when you take the art of racism, if you just take racism to a different level and you study it a little bit more, in my opinion, to me, in order to be racist, you would have to be a part of a group that holds power, like Kevin said earlier. Black people in this country as a whole, we don't hold power against white folk. Historically, we've been marginalized. We were enslaved. We lived through the Reconstruction era, Jim Crow, things of that nature, and we are still having issues with systemic racism. It's written all throughout the laws, even the Constitution. We still have the national anthem that has very racist tropes in them. There's so many things that are sewn into the fabric of this country that are just fundamentally racist. We live in a country that reeks of racism, right? And so it's systemic. I do believe that Black people can be prejudiced but not racist. And I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but that's just my opinion. I think the fact that Jennie Nguyen fixed her mouth to even say that is just gross to me. Whether she believes it, whether people agree with her, don't agree with her, it doesn't really matter to me because it's not really about what she said. It's just the fact that she had the audacity. Okay, she had the caucasity. I'm playing. She had the audacity to really say something about Mary and whatever Mary had going on when she had all of this stuff on her Facebook. You had the nerve to be calling out racism and talking about Black people can be racist when you have all of these racist and anti-Black posts on your Facebook page, sis. And then you lied about it, talking about it's your social media manager. And then you had your one and only black friend come on your Instagram live and vouch for your lying ass. You had all of that stuff in your backyard, but trying to, be this victim on the TV screen. I thought that was pretty disgusting. So I say that to say, sis, you're done. You're done. You're done. Anti-black Jennie Nguyen, stop acting like you know everything when you don't. Stop acting like you know everything when you don't know everything. Okay? So what y'all thought about the episode? I gave y'all 45 minutes, okay, which is 40 minutes more than I ever should have given this show. But how do y'all feel about it? Let me know in the chat. Thank y'all so much for joining me on this live. Let's go ahead and talk about it real quick. Amber says black people can never be racist by definition. Ngozi says black people can't be racist. We cannot systemically disadvantage other groups of people. Definitely. Sierra says would have been great if Mary had Jennie arrested. Yeah, for attempted assault, definitely. Jerry says Candace Owens is very racist. I don't think Candace Owens is racist. I think Candace. Now, y'all, I think. How can I say this? There's a reason why I do stand by the notion that a lot of the times marginalized groups of people can't be racist, which is the reason why I try to use the word anti-black instead of racist, because I do think you can be a part of a marginalized group that is also disadvantaged and doesn't really have a lot of power in this country, but still be anti-black. So, I mean, tomato, it's however you think of it and whatnot. I think Candace Owens is anti-black. I wouldn't really say that she's a racist, but that's just my opinion. Bigotry is the word that should be used more. I agree. Jerry, Candace Owens is racist against who? Black people? What the hell are you talking about? Oh, please make it make sense. Oh, Valeria is going in on Jerry. And Tracy says, Jennie is a clown. I agree. Jennie did throw the glass at Mary. Yes, she did. You can see it aiming to her feet. I'm glad she's gone. I am too. Let's see. I hope this ain't finna get demonetized because we're talking about race and stuff, because YouTube likes to shy away from the real conversations. How Portia say, we're trying to have a conversation about the situation, but y'all like to play games and whatnot. I know they're gonna demonetize it. Let's see, y'all. Let's see what YouTube do. Yep, they always do that. Why, YouTube? Do you not want us black people talking about black people issues? Do you have something against that? Do you have something against black creators? Because we can make it into a race thing. Do you really want to do that? I'm playing. I'm playing, y'all. Now I gotta request a review, honey. Anyways, let's see. Sierra says white nationalists are obsessed with labeling black people as racist to hide their own stance. I agree. It doesn't change the fact that this country was built on racism enacted by the white people in power. I do agree. Hey, Erica Robinson, what's going on, boo? Let's see. Miss Jones said, don't be surprised when we see Jennie speaking at the next Trump rally. Where was Jennie on January 6, 2021? Can somebody do a scrub of Jennie Nguyen's social media pages and find out where she was on January 6th of 2021 and what she thought of that coup that was enacted on our democracy over there in Washington, D.C. on Capitol Hill? Remember when they tried to find Nancy Pelosi and Mike Pence and they were going to do God knows what to them, threatening their lives and whatnot? Remember that? Now, I know Siggy, Y'all remember Siggy from Real Housewives of New Jersey? Yeah, she was definitely one of the insurrectionists and deserves some jail time for that. Okay, go to jail, sis. I hope you're going to be one of the many getting your 15 days in jail. But can we figure out where Jennie was on that day? Kevin says, Jennie believes her own lies. Hashtag delusional. Valerie says, I 100% agree. Jennie does believe her own lies. Amber says, awesome discussion. Candace says, I agree that black people can be prejudiced but not racist. Black people are not racist because we don't. Most don't feel superior. Let's see. Why is Jennie still talking? Ooh. Okay, that was racist. Y'all, you cannot be, no. Okay, I'm gonna have to ban you for that. I'm really gonna have to ban you for that. I should have read that before I put it up on the screen. Honey, you cannot say that. You can't say that people need to go back to their country. That is unacceptable. Okay, I don't care what Jennie done said. That's not right. Okay. Anyways, Nina says, I really wish Mary Hack came to the reunion and straightened Jennie's racist tail out. Ooh. And oop, honey. Well, you know, Mary will be okay, honey. She gonna be living her best life over there at her church because guess what? She is from a higher power, in the words of Kim Zolciak, all right? Somebody said that's not Lotus. I don't, okay, Trump is a racist. You do know that, right? Trump is a racist. And I need to stop saying that word so I can get monetization. No, saying that somebody needs to go back to their country is not okay. Anyways. So, yeah. That's all that I really had, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Before we log off, don't forget that we are promoting black businesses, right? Pick up the lemongrass lavender scented body butter. We also have the lemongrass scented, body wash, which is amazing. I love these two products. Check it out, celestesnest.net. The links are down below. Use my code HOA, which stands for House of Aaron, in case you did not know. If you want to save a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's tax season, some of y'all is getting y'all refunds and whatnot. You got a little money to spend, okay? Treat yourself, treat your mans, whoever, your friends and whatnot. Get you some nice little products from celestesnest.net. And yeah, I will be back later on today because we got to talk about Candy Burst Tucker. She spilled some tea on her new spinoff, so we got to go ahead and talk about that. So I love you guys. I'm going to go ahead and log off. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, click that bell button notification. All right. And don't forget to create a great day. Bye.